The China National Aviation Corporation is a fully owned subsidiary of the state-owned aviation holding company China National Aviation Holding in the People's Republic of China, possessing a majority of Air China and Air Macau. Prior to the establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949, it was a major airline in the Republic of China. As of 1938, it was headquartered in Shanghai. History. In 1929, it was established as China Airways by Curtiss Wright, under the leadership of U.S. airline magnate Clement Melville Keyes. In 1933, after a series of disastrous accidents and disagreements with Chinese leader Chiang Kai-shek, Keyes sold the company to Pan American Airways, under the control of Keyes' arch-rival Wantrip. Pan Am placed the company under the control of banker and aviator Harold Bixby. When the Japanese invasion of China in 1937 overran all of China's maritime access, its Chinese Air Company was merged with China Airways into the China National Aviation Company, with Pan Am owning 45% of the operation and the government the remaining 55%. Between 1937 and December 1941, CNAC flew many internal routes with Douglas Dolphin amphibians and Douglas DC-2S and DC-3S. In addition, 3 examples of the Vultch AV-1A single-engine transport that missed the boat to Republican Spain ended up in China. Initially, the nationalists maintained contact with the outside world through the port of Hanoi in French Indochina, but the Japanese put pressure on the new pro-Vichy regime there to cut off relations with them in 1940-41. Flying in mainland China during the war with Japan was dangerous. A CNAC aircraft was the first passenger aircraft in history to be destroyed by enemy forces in the Kailan incident in August 1938. By fall 1940, CNAC operated service from Chongqing to Rangoon, Chengdu, Qianting and Hong Kong. During World War II, CNAC was headquartered in India and flew supplies from Assam, India, into Yunnan, southwestern China through the Hump route over the Himalayas after the Japanese blocked the Burma Road. Despite the large casualties inflicted by the Japanese and more significantly, the ever-changing weather over the Himalayas, the logistics flights operated daily, year-round, from April 1942 until the end of the war. The CNAC was a smaller part of the overall resupply operations, which included the USAAF's India-China Division of Air Transport Command. On 8, 9 and the 10th of December 1941, 8 American pilots of the China National Aviation Corporation and the crews made a total of 16 trips between Kai Tak Airport in the British Crown Colony of Hong Kong, then under attack from Japanese forces, and Chongqing, the wartime capital of the Republic of China. Together they made 16 sorties and evacuated 275 persons, including Sung Ching-ling and the Chinese Finance Minister H.H. Kung. After World War II, in 1946, CNAC moved from India to Shanghai, specifically Longhua Airport, located on the western shore of the Huangpu River, 10 kilometers from the center of Shanghai. The company was a huge organization, with departments for transportation, mechanics, medicine, food, finance, etc. The employees, who numbered in the thousands, were housed in dormitories located in the Shanghai French concession. Every morning, the company took the employees by a car convoy from the dormitories to the airport. CNAC eventually operated routes from Shanghai to Beiping, Chongqing and Guangzhou using Douglas DC-2 and DC-3 aircraft. Apart from purchasing war surplus planes, CNAC had also acquired brand-new Douglas DC-4s to serve the route between Shanghai and San Francisco. The downfall of CNAC's operations came on 9 November 1949, when Managing Director of CNAC, Colonel Sai Lu, and General Manager of CATC, Colonel C.L. Chen, with a skeleton crew defected by unauthorized takeoffs of 12 aircraft from Hong Kong Kai-Tak Airport to Communist-controlled China. The lead aircraft was welcomed with pomp and ceremony in Beijing, while the other 11 landed safely in Tianjin. All aeroplanes were being pursued by KMT fighter planes, but on the day were shielded by heavy cloud cover. The remaining airline staff with the families sneaked into China by land or sea later. The ideology behind the defection was nationalism, as they believed there should only be one strong China. Today the original Convair 240 is on display at a military aviation museum in Beijing. The remaining 71 aircraft in Hong Kong were sold by the nationalists to the Delaware-registered Civil Air Transport Inc. in an effort to save the aircraft from the communists. After a lengthy legal battle, the planes were delivered by the Hong Kong government to CATI in 1952. CNAC ceased operations in mainland China following the Communist Revolution of 1949, when the Civil Aviation Administration of China took over to become the sole airline Civil Aviation Authority of China. Today, CNAC remains a SOE of China and was incorporated in Hong Kong. CNAC is a major shareholder of Cathay Pacific Airlines, which in turn owns Cathay Dragonair. In the 1980s, CNAC acted as the overseas ticket agency of CAAC. CNAC launched its own airline, CNAC Zhejiang, in Hangzhou, with Bombardier Dash 8 aircraft and later Airbus A320 and A319 aircraft, with the same logo painted on the aircraft tails as in 1929. It had 3 Boeing 737-300 in service. CNAC merged into Air China, along with China Southwest Airlines, in 2004, when the CAAC decided to consolidate the 9 major state-owned airlines into 3 groups. The new Air China is in turn owned by the China National Aviation Holdings Company and is listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Subsidiaries. China National Aviation Corporation is the majority owner of several airlines and subsidiaries, including airline share ownership and subsidiaries. Air China 100% Dalian Airlines 80%, Air Macau 72.25%, Air China Cargo 51%, Shenzhen Airlines 51%, Kunming Airlines, Hainan Airlines, Shandong Airlines 51%, Sichuan Airlines 10%, China Eastern Airlines 11%, Shanghai Airlines 100%, China United Airlines 80%, Sichuan Airlines 10%, China Cargo Airlines 51%. Other operations: Ameco Beijing 60%, Lufthansa holds the remaining stake. China Aircraft Services Limited 40%. Fleet. As of April 2013, the Air China and subsidiaries fleet consists of the following aircraft. Accidents and incidents. The 8th of August 1937, US Sikorsky S-43W ditched in Bias Bay due to weather, killing 3 of 11 on board. The 8 survivors clung to the wing until rescued. The 24th of August 1938, Douglas DC-22132 made a forced landing after an attack by Japanese fighters. The aircraft was strafed on the ground, killing 14 of 17 on board. The aircraft was repaired and returned to service. Kuilan was the first commercial aircraft to be shot down. The 29th of October 1940, Douglas DC-2-22139 was attacked and destroyed on the ground by Japanese fighters after landing at Changi Airfield, killing 9 of 12 on board. The 20th of January 1941, Ford AT-5D Trimotor 23 struck a mountain in Jiangxi Province, killing 5 of 6 on board. The 12th of February 1941, Douglas DC-2-19040 struck a mountain near Taoxian, Hunan in a thunderstorm, killing the 3 crew. The 14th of March 1942, Douglas DC-2-22131 crashed on takeoff from Kunming Airport due to engine failure and overloading, killing 13 of 17 on board. The 17th of November 1942, Douglas C-4760 disappeared over the Himalayas while on a Kunming-Dinjan flight with 3 crew on board. The wreckage was found in 2011 on a Himalayan mountain at 13,400 feet. The 11th of March 1943, Douglas C-5353 crashed near Luoshui after encountering a downdraft, killing the 3 crew. The 13th of March 1943, Douglas C-5349 disappeared while on a Kunming-Dinjan flight with 3 crew on board. The 7th of April 1943, Douglas C-5358 crashed on the mountain peak 30 miles near Minzong due to weather and icing, killing 1 of 3 crew. The 11th of August 1943, Douglas C-5348 crashed in the Fort Hertz Valley following an in-flight fire and wing separation, killing the 3 crew. The aircraft was probably shot down. The 13th of October 1943, Douglas C-4772 crashed 125 kilometers north of Myitkyina, Burma, killing the 3 crew. The aircraft was probably shot down. The 19th of November 1943, 2 aircraft crashed while on approach to Wujiaba Airfield in poor weather, killing a total of 5. The 18th of December 1943, Douglas C-47A-83 crashed into a cliff near Suafu while attempting a go-around following an aborted landing below minimums, killing the 3 crew. The 20th of February 1944, Douglas C-47A-75 crashed into a mountain after taking off from Dinjan Airfield after encountering turbulence while flying through a cloud, killing both pilots. The 26th of May 1944, Douglas C-4782 crashed in the Himalayas after overflying its destination due to weather and radio problems, killing all 12 on board. The 8th of June 1944, Douglas C-47A-85 crashed near Dinjan Airport due to an in-flight fire and wing separation caused by improper maintenance, killing all 6 on board. The 20th of October 1945, Douglas DC-3C-104 crashed in a village 13 miles northeast of Suichang, killing all 13 on board and 7 villages. The 20th of September 1946, a CNAC aircraft struck the side of Lochi Mountain near HSI Chia, killing all 31 on board. The aircraft was either a C-46 or a C-47. The 16th of December 1946, a CNAC DC-3 crashed into 3 parked aircraft at Longhua Airport, killing 5. The 25th of December 1946, 3 aircraft crashed at Shanghai Hongqiao Airport in poor visibility, killing a total of 72 in what became known as China's Black Christmas. The 5th of January 1947, Curtiss C-46XDT-51 struck a mountain near Qingdao, killing all 43 on board. The aircraft was operating a Shanghai-Qingdao-Beijing passenger service. The 25th of January 1947, Douglas DC-3-138 crashed in a mountain mountainous area 119 miles south of Chongqing, killing all 19 on board. The 28th of January 1947, Goethe C-46X DT-45 crashed 30 minutes after takeoff from Hankou due to wing separation following an engine fire, killing 25 of 26 on board. The 25th of October 1947, a Douglas DC-3 was shot down by Communist anti-aircraft fire and crashed near Yulin, killing 2 of the 3 crew. The 20th of January 1948, a Goethe C-46 crashed on takeoff from Macau Airport in a snowstorm while operating an evacuation service, killing 11 of 54 on board. The 12th of December 1948, a Douglas DC-3 crashed on landing at Songshan Airport, killing 2 of 10 on board. The 30th of January 1949, a CNAC aircraft was hijacked by 6 people and diverted to Tainan.